I will be going over the roles of Siege. And how will I do this? Well, I will give a brief description of how I view each operator in the game, and then I'll probably go into a custom and kind of display everything. So, and obviously I don't have 5 people, but I'll make do of what I can. Sledge. I consider him a strict soft breacher. He can also entry frag with uh, with that potential, but he's mostly there to do the soft breaching from above or below, depending on certain maps. And you want to use his nades to get rid of utility, such as castle barricades, which he can do with his hammer, or frag grenades if I guess if you're out of a hammer or whatever, but really you won't really run out of it. Deployable shields, any sort of deployable shields would be great. Any sort of utility other than ADSs or Lamayas, because the reason for this is really, like, those can, like, deny grenades, but at the same time you would be better off throwing a stun grenade from, like, an Ash, or trying to get rid of them with a Thatcher or Twitch or something to that scenario. Anyways, so he's like your soft breach and utility waster for the most part. Thatcher, he's a hard breach support. You want him to help try and get the wall with thermite. More than likely, these two will be together. More than likely, you just want him to get rid of utility, that sort of stuff as well, and help hard breach the wall. Also can be a great flank watch while thermite is actually getting the wall itself. Ash, she is your utility waster, as well as utility waster as in she gets rid of deployables, castles, Goyos, etc., etc. However, she is also your entry fragger. Most people expect them to rush in and get like 4 or 5 kills, whatever. Yeah, no. With her, just play smart, drone properly, make sure you get easy kill, or like put yourself in a position to get easy kills. Not every kill is easy. I'm just saying, try to make it as easy as possible. Don't take any risk if you don't have to take that risk. Don't take any big risks that may result in you dying, because your utility is worth everything during a match. Thermite. Your job is pretty self-explanatory. You want to just hard breach and try and go for the plant if you are the one with the one with the diffuser or the bomb, whatever the case may be. He's pretty much a hard support player. Twitch, same thing as Thatcher for the most part. You want to get rid of the bandits, the cage, the mutes, the Mozzies, any sort of utility, or like any sort of gadget like Capcan traps or EDDs, which is Capcan traps, ADSs, bandits, pretty much anything really for Twitch. Montagne, he's a difficult op to play, but he's very simple to play. Pangu described him as, if you're a really good Montagne, you can definitely frag out, but if you're a really bad Montagne, you're just going to be annoying and hard to kill. That describes him. For the most part, I expect him to probably just be the planter. He has diffuser, he walks in, he plants, and he sits in a corner. Glass. You don't see a whole lot. You don't see a whole lot from him. I would say he's definitely a fragger because he brings needs. Haha, JK. At Rampy R6. Anyways, so he's not really seen too often, but I would say he definitely has the capability of becoming a fragger or a entry player. He has a high damaging DMR or marksman rifle. He has needs, castles, deployable shields, and he can potentially bring smokes, which will allow and like play post hunt. So yeah. Fuse has one of it's debatable best gun in the game. Same with Glass, two great secondaries. His role is to pretty much get rid of any sort of utility. It's like that's something you can do. It's not the best thing you can do, but if you're getting rid of utility, that's good enough. You're bringing a lot to the table. Smokes and breachers, you can soft breach or you can help like with post plant, that sort of stuff. I use breachers. I soft destruct because I run people like Sledge, Bug, Jackal, somebody with some sort of soft destruction. Jackal's not the best soft destruct, but I'll get there later on. Blitz. Mostly just an entry fragger. Just an annoying guy, just to mess with people, I guess. Good blitz players can play him. Bad blitz players probably would be somebody else, more than likely. IQ, she's a flex op. And by flex op, I mean she can do a little bit of everything. If I remember, she still has claymores, if I remember. She still has claymores, yes. She has probably 3 of the best guns in the game. And the AUG, which is a pretty solid damage with a pretty decent fire rate. You have the Commando, which is a high damaging assault rifle with a little bit slower fire rate than the AUG. Both are about probably the same damage per second, or pretty close at least. And then you have the LMG, which is tremendous. I run it. I don't know why that was attached, but I run the LMG angled hollow muzzle. I think muzzle, right? No, flash. That's what it is. Probably 3 of the best guns in the game, or 3 of the best. I won't say these 3 best, but pretty solid secondary, pretty good hit fire, that sort of thing. She brings self-destruction or claymores. She's a really good flex op, and by flex I mean she can flank watch. She can get rid of utilities such as like vault cams. She can look for like the bomb site if y'all didn't ever drone it. She can see yokai drones, evil eyes, like any sort of like actual electronic device. And with that, she can also see pulse and vigil, so technically she can be a roam clear as well. Buck, soft destruction or destruction. He brings most of the time it's a C8 SFW assault rifle. It's a really good gun. Recoil is pretty wonky. I mean, I won't say it's the best recoil in the game. It's not the worst. If you know how to control it, you know how to control it. He brings a secondary shotgun on top of it to do self-destruction. And I think that's really, really good. He has like a secondary barrel attachment shotgun, which is the skeleton key. I can't remember how many he gets now. I think it's like 22, 22, something like that. Maybe a little bit more. I can't remember, but pretty good. Pistol, I don't really use it a whole lot unless I'm out of bullets, but it serves a pretty good purpose, or it does pretty good. I run stuns, get rid of ADSs, lies, that sort of stuff. Sometimes I run the Claymore if I know I don't have a teammate or any sort of coordination from a teammate, so I'll have that do my flank watch for me. Pretty solid pick. Let's run Black. he doesn't bring a whole lot other than the face shield for himself. I will say his gun isn't the best, but I will say as far as damage, it is one of the better guns for damage. Like, it's not too bad, it's not too great. It's somewhere in the middle, probably. In personal opinion, I'd say he's pretty, or he's seen better days. He's seen better days. Let's add that. So pretty, I'll say pretty solid gun, I guess. The Deagle, well, that's the Deagle. Breach charge, so he can bring self-destruction, and stuns. I normally bring stuns, once again, ADS, that sort of stuff. But however, I flip back and forth depending on what I do. Most of the time I throw a stun and push. That's that. Capta, he is probably your post-plant guy. He's going to help you try and get the plant down. He's going to do whatever he can to deny the defuse. He has 2 firebolts, 2 smokes, and, well, that's pretty much all you need for a post-plant or a plant going down. He has a solid gun, or 2 solid guns, with a nice secondary pistol, which is like calves, but just less damage. You have the claymore and stuns. It depends if I want to get rid of ADSs or flank watch. Depends. Habana, Harbreacher. This is the second Harbreacher that we've covered. She wants to get or you want to use her to get hatches or a reinforced wall if your thermite or Maverick dies. I'll get to Maverick a little bit later on, but that sort of stuff. After she gets the hatches, that sort of thing, you pretty much probably want to entry frag with her. She has a solid gun. Solid 2 solid secondaries, both you can't really go wrong with. I don't run the Berry 9 because I know I'm not the best with the recoil on it, so I run the pistol. Personal preference, that's just me. I run breakers for the extra self-destruction because I don't want to waste Habana pellets or the Kairos on soft surfaces, so I run breachers. Personal preference, once again. And then I'll cover the other necessity ops in a minute, so I'll probably skip over like Ying, Dokkaebi, Finka, Nook, Amaru, and probably Yana. I'll probably skip over them. Alright, Jackal. This is how I play them. I'm a Jackal main. I'm not the best Jackal. I'm not the worst Jackal. I will say I'm pretty average. I will say I'm an average Jackal. I would say I use his tracking as a self drone. I look for the footprints. With it, I know blue, green, yellow, and red. I know blue is old, green is semi-old, yellow is getting warm, and red is you're pretty much right on their trail. You're right on them. On top of that, I will say he is a definite roam clear. He brings a great gun in the C7E. It can have ACOG with an angled muzzle and the laser. I don't run the ACOG. Personal preference, I get in close quarter gunfights. As a roam clear, I run the holographic. Personal preference. He brings the self-destruction and the super shorty, which is never a bad, or not the super shorty, what am I saying? The ITA 1 or the ITA 12S. It's a pretty solid shotgun. I won't say it's the best shotgun, but yeah, it serves its purpose. I use it to self-destruct quite a bit. When I know there's no soft breacher on the team, I'll get the hatches, that sort of thing. Make sure I'm doing what I need to do in order to try and win. I run claymores, flank watch, catch people off guard, prevent runouts, that sort of thing. That's why I run those claymores instead of smokes. I'm never around to watch for the post plant. because I pretty much entry frag the moment I'm in the building. I entry frag for the roamers. So yeah, I look for the roamers, I kill them, and I probably trade off at some point. Sophia. Yes, I'm skipping over you. Sophia. She is a solid entry fragger mixed with a utility role, similar to Ash. You want to try and clear ADSs with her stuns. You want to try and soft breach or that sort of stuff with her impacts. Get rid of deployables, evil eyes / bubbles, whatever echo drones you can do, but it's just not worth it. But I mean, sometimes it is. Once again, situational. But yeah, you want to try and use her to clear any sort of utility. I don't know why I had LMG equipped, but M7 is probably the way to go. RG-15, pretty great secondary weapon. I love it. You can run breachers or claymores. I run claymores, personal preference once again, but you can soft breach with the breachers. Choice is up to you. Skipping Dokkaebi, skipping Lion, skipping Pink. Lion does take skill, or like it's not as skillful, but post plant, he's a post plant guy. That's all you need to know. Now, hard breacher. Probably not the best hard breacher in the game, but definitely can do what he needs to do. Wait, hold on. Hey, there we go. But anyways, so he's definitely a good hard breacher. I won't say he's the best hard breacher, but he is the best hard breacher for not really getting tricked, because he can't get tricked. The only trick to tricking him is killing him. So, with that being said, pretty good guy, or a pretty good operator. I take the M4, really good gun. He's like an Ash that can hard breach and get rid of utility with the frag grenades. He's really, really good, really underrated, and yeah. That's all you really need to know. He's a hard breach and a full X all into one. Nomad, that's your standard flame quatch. Good gun, or two good guns, two good secondaries, and brings the soft disruption or the stuns to get rid of ADSs. Good luck, flame quatch, or post denial. Kelly, another hard breach support, that's all you really need to know. Iana, extra intel to entry frag with, or bring any sort of like intel or cam like info for, or stuff like that. Ace, this is the newest hard breacher in the game. I will say he definitely is easy to use, but he also is definitely difficult to use when it comes to being impact or bandited or KE tricked. But he's really, really good. Best gun in game, or debatable. Personally, right. This is my perspective of him. I'm a Jackal man, or for the times I do play, I'm a Jackal man. I will say the C7E is the exact same as the AK-12, other than a little bit or a little bit more damage in the C7E, but a little bit less fire rate in the C7E. The AK-12 has more fire rate, less damage. It's pretty much the exact same gun. So looking at Ace, I will say I'm really good with him. But this is how I use him. This is how I personally use him, being the person I play, or being how I play. I run the AK-12, which is a gun I really, really enjoy using. It's just like the C70. I love this gun. The M1014 is the FBI shotgun that Pulse, Castle, and Thermite have. I've used this shotgun on pole so many times when I first started out. Really, really good shotgun. It I won't say it's the best shotgun, but it's a really solid shotgun. I won't expect to get kills with it, but really good. Being a former Montang main, I say former as in I don't main him as nearly as much as I used to. My stats have plummeted. I started in Burnt and Phantom and averaged like a .8, .9 KD with him. And like that's back in secure area, so I was actually supposed to go for kills. Around what came after Phantom Ember Rise. After the Montang nerfs and stuff, my stats have plummeted. I played Bomb. I haven't used them too much. And when I have, it's on border to go for a Montang plant. And, well, these are my stats now. So, almost 2.5 million XP, 0.63 KD, 1.2 win loss if you want to round it. Stop 16,000 bullets. And I've played 77 hours. I won't say I'm the best Montang man. I won't say I'm the worst. I will say I definitely know what I'm doing as Montang. But anyways, going back to Ace. So this is how I view him as the new Harbreach. Great gun. Compared to the C7E, I love it. P9 used to be a Montang man. I've used this pistol so many times. I love it. Awesome. He brings breaching charges. Why would you ever run? I won't ever run smokes on this guy for this sole reason right here. If they have banded or kited or muted the wall, run breachers. I'm gonna repeat myself in this. Run breachers to go above, breach from above, shoot the bandits yourself, and then go back down and hard breach. Sounds a lot easier. It's a lot easier said than done. But like his hard breaching gadget takes 0 risk compared to Thermite, Habana, and Maverick. And on top of that, he can also self-destruct with a great gun, a great secondary. The reason I say it takes no risk or very little risk is with Ace, you can walk up and throw it, and it just instantly goes. Thermite, you have to be there, place it, and then call for it to actually blow a hole through the wall. Same with Habana. If you use her X-Kairos to shoot through the wall, and you have to call for it to shoot through the wall, then Maverick, you guys really have to blow torch the entire wall itself. Ace, totally different. He can soft breach from above. He has 3 soft breaching charges, so he can definitely do that. He can hard breach. He can get hatches. He can entry frag with 2 great guns, in my opinion. And then he's a hard breacher. So what more can you really ask for? 2 speed, great gun, great op. I love him. For defense, I will say smoke, plant deny, mute. I will say he can get walls. For the most part, I will say he is a intel deny op, and he should be looked at that for that reason only, or that purpose only. I won't say he can't get walls, but I won't say that that's his main purpose. Castle, he brings utility, push denial, pulse, plant denial, and intel gathering, Doc and Rook. Those are just your support players with ACOGs that can anchor. Cap can trap op, Tachanka, not really anything. He's the Lord and Savior, but no, anyways. Jaeger, he's gonna be your utility. Deny, your like gadget, I guess gadget deny, utility deny. He's gonna get rid of your explosives pretty much. Bandit, that's your hard breach denial, trap, intel for Valkyrie. Don't care. This is your plant deny and intel. This is your intel. This is your trap. And then this is your intel deny with a roam. This is your intel with a plant deny. This is your intel and trap pop, I guess. Not really trap, but yeah. This is your shield. She's a support. She can limit a push pretty much. She's pretty annoying, but she's really easy to get around if you know how to counter her. Kaid, that's your harbors deny. Mazi, intel deny with intel or intel gathering from the drones. This is just your plant deny, I guess. This is your push deny / plant deny. And Goyo, he brings a lot of utility. Omai brings utility, same as Jaeger, except he also brings a deployable and a better gun. Works. He's a meme. Malusi, this is similar to a trap bot, but also is kind of like Jaeger because it's a plant your gadget and go do whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna go over a little bit of the basics on a map, just to kind of like show everything that I think and know. I'm trying to think of a good map to do things on. I would say probably Canal. Canal's probably a good spot to kind of showcase everything. I'm gonna do this once, I'm gonna do this once as in like I'm gonna do it with one person on each side, but kind of like visualize myself being different people, like a Habana and like a full lineup. So I'm gonna run Ace. And I'm visualizing that the bomb site is surface, which is the top objective on Canal. I'm assuming we have a Thermite, Thatcher, Ace, Ash, and probably a Jackal or Nomad, probably. Maybe even a Zoe. The reason for that is because Ash and Zoe bring the soft breach and utility get rid of. Actually bring, like, they both bring explosives to get rid of utility, that sort of thing. Ace is your flex hard breacher. So, like, if Thermite dies, you have a second hard breacher that can do pretty much everything. He can also use the Salmas to get rid of deployables and that sort of thing, so use these things wisely. He can soft breach, just like Zoe and Ash. And he can also get rid of like bandit charges and things like that. So what I'm assuming is, let's say our Thermite died and we still haven't gotten wall, but our Thatcher is still alive. Or even if he's dead, I can kind of show a little trick. Alright, so this is reinforced. As a ace, our Thermite died. Let's say got spawn peaked. I could throw this there and get it if it's not bandited or Kaid or muted. However, if our Thatcher's dead, then I can go below and I can... let me just show you. As an ace, I can go from below into this little thing here, and I can throw one of these bad boys right here, which will get rid of the wall. or get rid of the charges on it. So I'm gonna go back up there and kind of show you where that's at. If you don't know already, I will show you. You know I have like a bandit there and a bandit charge there. Alright, so with Ace, if your thermite dies, then you can throw your thing there if it's not banded, muted, or kated, like so. You can throw it like that, and that'll continue its sequence all the way down there. However, let's say it is banded, and your Thatcher is still low. Then you take Thermite's roll, you're gonna want to come down here and hard breach with Thatcher so he can throw an EMP for you to get rid of bandits and that sort of stuff as you're doing that. And he wants to probably double EMP it to make sure you don't get tricked, that sort of thing. The moment you get this wall, you're probably going to be watching the plant go down. And what I mean by that is Thatcher's going to have the fuser. So I'm Thatcher now. I'm Thatcher. I have my post out to say I'm Thatcher. I'm Thatcher. I grabbed the fuser. I'm going to go plant probably right here. Or I'm going to have to plant like around this area. Okay? I planted right there. Or I'm planting right there. I'm Ace. Now I'm Ace. And I'm covering. This is not covering. This is not fully covering. Covering is holding an angle, watching Skyridge. So watching Skyridge. That's kind of holding. But what you want to do, you kind of want to actually, like, you don't want to fully put yourself in harm's way, but you want to find a way to create an angle to protect them. So right here would be a good angle, although you have to worry about here and a potential rotate, so you have to watch out for rotates. So you want to hold a cross angle here. The ideal plan is to have 2 cover and 1 planting. That's the ideal thing you want. You want 1 covering like this, and then you want 1 probably covering like this, or right behind them covering like this. So if I'm a defender, and I'm playing this, I can't swing because that guy right there is killing me here. And right here, I have to peek this door if I'm a defender, kill this guy, and then kill this guy. That's a lot more difficult now. However, if you want, you can move the guy down here somewhere down there as a flank. You can have a guy down there flanking. It's a lot more sketchy, but let's say he doesn't see anybody and he decides to rotate. Well, right here, you can cut them off this way. However, that's a little bit more difficult because he can easily slide in and just get the kill. But let's say he sees you. So he's going to fight you. Let's say he wins, and then he has to kill the defeat. But in the scenario where there's 3 people, he has to kill you, and then he has to kill this guy, or probably behind there, honestly, without dying to the guy holding an angle right there, or even right there if he's inside holding an angle. So that's what you pretty much want as a heart, or you want, alright, you always want 1 droning and then 2 breaching. The 1 droning is pretty much your flank watch, so like Nomad, or like I would even say Jackal sometimes. Like, he's not really a flank watch, he's supposed to be roam clearing, but worst case scenario and you don't have anybody to flank watch, use Jackal. He has a claymore, good gun, he can hold an angle. He can. And plus, worst comes to worst, if he does have smokes, he can smoke it out for you, that sort of thing. Yeah, something like that. Let's say as an Ash or a Zoe, or even let's say one of them two helped. So Ash and Zoe helped there. So as either the Zoe or the Ash or the Jackal. Jackal probably wants to come this way. This is how I would play it. As Jackal, I would use my headset scanner thing, my Inox, to scan for footprints. Blue being super late, green being semi-late, yellow being you're kind of on the trail, and red meaning they're pretty freaking close. The footprints, that is. Alright, so I want to scan for footprints. This is how I play them. Well, obviously I would drone first, but then I would have my headset scanner, look for footprints. If I don't see any, I'm gonna come here, kind of watch there, also being weary of that. I'm probably gonna I would more than likely hug this thing right here. I would hug it with my back to it. Some people do hide on the sprinter, but we're going to say no way there. I'm gonna peek that, make sure I don't hear anything, and then I'm probably gonna line my crosshairs up right about there, and then kind of like come around the corner, expecting somebody to be around the corner. And I want to flank post plant. But if it's not post plant, I'm just strictly roam clearing. I'm tracking feet, and I'm looking for any stragglers, pretty much just like people who's running around, roamers, that sort of thing. Ash and Zoe. As your job as Ash and Zoe, you probably want to go from... I'll show you the stairs in a second. Ash or Zoe should probably be coming up here if Ace took Thermite's job. I'm assuming you want to run Ash or Zoe, clear the bandits from below for them if Dash ends up dead, that sort of thing. You want to help get the breach, but you also want to help clear utility like Goyo shields, castles, that sort of thing. So let's say I'm Ash. I get 2 breaching rounds, or Zoe, 2 breaching rounds. I helped on the breach, okay, so now I have 1 left. I get up here, this is probably castles. I throw it, or I pop my breaching round, and then it destroys the castle, and then I take sight. And then I want to try and get as many kills as possible while using my utility. If I know there's an ADS, I want to throw my stuns, make sure I'm clearing ADSs, make sure I get utility wasted, and then I want to go get kills. Make sure you always get rid of the utility first, though. Make sure you're getting rid of their gadgets so you can help the team.
10 seconds remaining.
A lot of people don't do this. However, a lot of people should do this.
You're out of time.
But, however, some people do whatever they want. But if you come across my video, maybe you will kind of learn a little bit. I'm gonna run Buck. Okay, I don't know. Hold on. I'm not really trying to do anything on this round, but I'm just kind of showing you like the general idea of what to do. You want Ash and Zoe to get rid of gadgets. You want Ace to kind of do that, but he also needs to be careful about his utility that he uses, because if Thermite dies, then you have to go hard breach for him. You do not want Ace to try and hard breach first.
10 seconds.
Like, he can hard breach first, but I would prefer Thermite do it because Thermite creates a bigger hole.
Drone has
And people would probably be expecting Thermite to try and hard breach first in most cases. Anyways, I'll show you a server's push real quick, or not really push, but how I would set up servers, or not servers. What subject? Kayaks. I'll show you kayaks. This is how I would set it up. Not Coast Guard up there, but kayaks, which is down here there. I would drone this beforehand and make sure nobody's playing up here. I would recheck my cam, make sure no one's playing up here. I would drone this. I would drone it. So I would throw a drone and drone it. And then once I'm in here, I would probably still drone around. Like I would drone pretty much the entire area. Anyways, from here, I would open that. What that does, that allows me to see back into that corner. Coming here, I can see the door. Hold on 1 second. I can see the door pretty clear. Making sure. Yes, that is the door. I can see it. And they come in, they're dead. I'm not fully sure this leads into sight. Yes, it does. You can see both sides. Let me clear that out a little bit more. You can see both sides. You can see that. Hold on. So, trying to. You can see over into that corner, and then you can come here and also watch the door there. So it's a double angle kinda. Then same here. If I open that part up, can I see the door here? I haven't tried this. Yes, I can kind of see the door a little bit. So if they come through a door, I can shoot them. If hatches aren't reinforced, which 9 times out of 10 they are reinforced, you want the pop hatch. And then you probably want to drone this for the most part. You want to do that. You probably want to come here. Open that up a little bit. This covers scuba stairs. Scuba stairs. And then I think the door is right here, I think. I'll confirm 1 second. I will confirm. Yes, that is indeed the door. Same thing, you can go this side and open here. And then you can also open here to cover more ground. I don't think you can open up this for the most part, other than right there. I don't think you can do it down here. No, you can't. But for the most part, you can cover, see everything. That's about it. I'm gonna try something that I saw from Coconut, bruh. Oh no, I messed that up. I messed that up. Oh well. There's something else I could try. I don't remember where he was at to do it though. You want to get up here and drop. I'm just gonna try this here. I don't know if I can. I don't see the thing unless they removed it. I want to see the cable line. There's no like a cable that you can. I don't see it. Unless it's just that thin. I thought he got up there. I thought he did. Dang. I don't know, but you can like get up here or whatever. And then you can like drop down somewhere and then like, you know, like on. That little like barb thing there, hold on. You can see it, barely you can see it. It's right in front of me, yeah, right there. But anyways, I couldn't quite get it. I can't quite get what I want. Anyways, I'll show you what to kind of do to set up servers. For the most part, you always want a Harvest Denial and Bandit, you want a Jaeger, you want your utility and Castle, or Goyo, or Maestro, and then you want like, probably like something to that nature. And then like a Roamer or Denial, I don't know why I have barbed wire, probably from Michael Myers. But something like that. You want something like that. So a bandit shop here would be reinforce, bandit, and then he does whatever he wants, or he can sit here and bandit trick. So John, I'm not really doing anything. You can bandit trick both of these. And with that, that's pretty much all he really does. That's all that bandit does really.
10 seconds.
Or you can go on a run. But anyways, let's say it's a full fireman, bandit would be there. We'd have somebody reinforced there. Probably right there. Have some sort of protection, bandit tricking. Probably a castle here. ADS probably right there. ADS probably like right there-ish, probably. Something like that. And then probably one back way. Probably behind that table or something. Something like that. Anyways, that's pretty much the gist of everything.
If you remain in this zone, you will be detected by hostiles. Your location has been compromised.
I don't really know too much other than that. Lots of runouts. That sort of thing. But anyways, as a bandit, you pretty much want to like like just deny the wall. You want Jaeger to get rid of utility. You want castle to like castle doors to prevent a push, and then you want like a mirror poles or something to that nature where you can like deny a plant, which would be poles, and give intel, which is mirror. Something like that. You don't fully have to do it, but you can. Anyways, yeah. That's pretty much how I view it. So yeah. I'm so bad. Anyways, that's pretty much what you want to do. I don't really know too much. So yep.
You will be detected if you remain in this area. You have entered an enemy-controlled area. Leave now.
I normally don't run the bandit.
If you remain in this zone, you will be detected by hostiles. You will be detected if you remain in this area. You have been spotted. If you remain in this zone, you will be detected by hostiles. You have been spotted by hostiles. Fall back.
Uh,
You have entered an enemy-controlled area. Leave now. Your location has been compromised.
I don't know what else to really showcase, honestly. I'm just gonna jump out the building. I'll try a cool little Malusi trick.
Mission failed. All friendlies were eliminated. Secure the bombs.
For Malusi, you can. No, you can get up here where you used to be able to. You might be able to get up here still. I can't remember. Either way, you can get up here somehow, and then you can put a bandit or a bench view up there. Or you can just like get up here. I think you can get up here somewhere.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds left.
You can get up here. I know you can.
Bomb location secure.
Like, oh, come on, man. I just had. Go right here. Stick this all the way up there. And that covers all the way down there. Like so. Or you could technically put it up here. Covers even further. Right there. I'll probably just put it right there. It covers most everything over there. You could also stick it right here, like on the platform there, probably. You probably did. You'd probably stick it here. No, I guess not. Other than that, yeah, you can put a banshee up there. You could probably also put one up here somewhere, probably. Guys, I don't think I can see fully. You can't see right here, but once you get right here, it sees you. You guys that blue light right there. I think the blue light detects it, but anyways, yeah. You can see something right there. Then I would probably put one, like, in the hall down here. Like something like this. I don't know how far that covers. No, I wouldn't put that there. I would probably put it, like, right here, probably. Yeah, I would probably do that. Or if I could find a way to get up here, then I would. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it.